Start, but welcome. Here we are back in the West Weald of Cyrodiil here on the map, continuing our playthrough of the Gold Road chapter, which I've thoroughly enjoyed so far. In yesterday's stream, we got through, I think, most of the story. So I think today we're going to pretty much finish it. Today, it's the morning. It's midnight for some of you. And I'm really curious to see how this stream does. 10 people have already liked it, so thank you, you absolute magicians. And right now, we're standing just over here, next to this old ruin of Wendir. And this is the next thing we need to explore. So, let's have a look at our current quest. If you've not seen yesterday's stream, spoilers incoming, obviously. Shard Marshal Vargas, Mirrormoor's forces still threaten the West Weald. But Beragon, that little wood elf, says they're meant to keep us from interfering in whatever Ithelia's plans are next. We need to find the prince and prevent her from destroying our reality. Yep, the stakes have got pretty high since the last episode. The Skein of Secrets revealed the location of the Aelid ruin of Wendir, but we have no idea why. That's why we're here to find out. We're gonna figure it out. Look at that, man. The sun has just changed in the last few seconds, and this Aelid ruin looks even more lit. It really does remind me of the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, this area. Thanks for joining, man. Welcome. I thought I'd stream at a different time because obviously, like, half the people never get to see me stream because I always stream at the same time. So I thought, oh, do you know what? We'll just start the stream in the morning, and other people will get to hang out. Here we are. Well, I can see a big cat with a scorpion's tail. It looks like they've already been here and killed the nature. So I think we have to go inside and check it out. Kind of dig the alien. Oh, there's a portal. Oh, hello there.
I sense an anomaly here, Proxy. A place where the veil between realms can be parted.
Or part
Perhaps
away.
Abolisher can be of use.
Perhaps. I mean, I know a red portal when I see one. Well, I've never done it in first person.
Wanted us to find a portal recently used by Ithelia and reopened by Abolisher.
We're in the Fargrave Outer Ruins. So is this the... Oh my god, we're in their plane of Oblivion. Oh wait, this is Fargrave. So one sec. Oh, it doesn't show you on the map. But we've been to Fargrave before. How mysterious.
Curious. This is Fargrave.
Yep.
Did Ithelia come this way to make use of the celestial palanquin? The portal deposited us in the demiplane of Fargrave. It is a realm without a prince that serves as a crossroad through Oblivion. 1,000 doors lead in and out of Fargrave, or so it is said. But the fate of Beragon and the Tribune concerns me.
I've been in Fargrave before.
I am not surprised. Many who travel the plains pass through Fargrave. I do not recognize this quarter of the city, though. Nor can I explain what happened to our allies.
Maybe it's another form of reality.
Perhaps it was some effect of Ithelia's presence.
What do you mean?
The Shardborn are here in force. And in my previous visits, I never saw anything like those crystalline growths ahead. I think Ithelia reshaped this part of Fargrave when she came this way, which may have affected our portal too.
Did Ithelia pass through Fargrave on her way somewhere else?
That is one possibility. But another occurs to me now. The true origins of Fargrave are lost. You said Ithelia intended to return home. I wonder if this was her realm before she was forgotten.
It could be. Oh, that's cool. So, like, someone took her realm of Oblivion from her because she'd been gone for so many eras. That's actually a sick concept if that's true. Kyle, thank you for watching from New Zealand. Finally got to catch you live. Now reinstalling the Elder Scrolls Online after watching yesterday's stream. That's awesome to hear, man. Yeah, I mean, the story's been pretty interesting in this one so far. Pretty unique. I've actually enjoyed the Wood Elf part more than the Ithelia part, which I didn't expect. Ryan Bug, thank you for the 20 dono. Danny, you absolute legend. I've been watching you since your last based videos. You're truly from Australia. I would love to visit Australia, but the spiders would terrify my wife. I would need to get out the blowtorch I'm good friends with Camelwork, so he came to my wedding. So I'd really like to go and hang out with him over on the other side of the pond. So one day, I do think we'll probably visit and do a little video or something. Watch social media. Do you think Fargrave is Mirrormoor then?
A mere conjecture.
Okay.
But if this lost quarter of Fargrave was once part of Ithelia's realm, it has fallen into ruin during her long absence. Well, we will not find our allies or the answers we seek standing here. Let us continue.
Don't know what's going on here, but I probably shouldn't stand there. Oh, hello there. You were waiting for me, were you? It's time to die.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
Mate, I'm already revitalized. I had a good sleep and I'm ready for some more ESO.
These crystals definitely signal Ithelia's presence. See where they lead, Proxy?
I love these guys. Look at that. That's sick, that animation. Jesus Christ praised. She can't even see me. She's looking over there somewhere. You fool.
The crystal grows more prominent, as if Mirrormoor follows in its prince's hands. Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
Who's this guy? Some random Nord from Skyrim's appeared. You seem a bit lost, my friend. You should be in the pub.
Invigorating.
Feel the current of fate flow through you.
Epic Nate is from the USA. I can't remember if he lives in No, I can't remember where he lives. But he's a really cool guy. He's actually like proper into history as well. So he's pretty smart. He was telling me a bit about the Ottoman Empire because I watched like a documentary about it. I've never really spoken to anyone from Fudge Muppet in real life, but I'd love to.
I believe that is our way
There
forward.
you are. We were separated in the portal some.
Don't know who that was speaking to me, but I just went through the door anyway.
Beware! Shard Marshal Vargas is above you. Proxy,
Damn,
stay
he
close.
seems pretty
Dare
powerful.
trespass in Mirrormoor, in the very heart of our power. I banish you to the many paths, never to return.
Oh no, she's banishing me, man. Don't know.
Vargas banished our allies into the many paths.
They shouldn't have
He
come.
took everything I had just to shield us. Baragon and Tribune Leia are beyond our help for now.
You didn't waste
We
your
must
powers
go
on
on
them.
without them.
Riderbug, thanks for another 5, dude. Text-based videos. Oh my god, you were here since the beginning.
I am sorry, Proxy. I tried to shield our companions,
true
but I
fan.
could not. It took all the strength I could muster to prevent us from being banished along with them.
Sorry, I didn't care
It
about that.
seems Shard Marshal Vargas is much more powerful than when we last faced her.
Vargas said she banished Baragon and Tribune Leia to the many paths. They're gonna be lost
Yes.
forever.
Baragon and Tribune Leia ceased to be real to us, and became real somewhere else.
Rip.
That is the nature of the many paths, and a terrifying example of how the ability to navigate them can be misused.
It's kind of like it's like the concept of like playing with time, which I find really interesting. It's very Doctor Who for me, and it's kind of like, okay, so if they vanish from this like parallel plane of the universe, they go into another one, and they're like unwritten from history, which is why no one could remember Ithelia, because Mirrormoor managed to remove her from this plane of existence, which is really cool. Can we use the Lamp of Clarity to find them?
Perhaps, but only if we can find a point of connection in this plane. Shard Marshal Vargas must have hurled our allies through physical distance, as well as beyond this reality.
Okay, where are they going to be?
They are someplace else.
Great.
The many paths lead to different possibilities, different realities. There is no way to know where Vargas sent them. Our best bet is to continue on. Perhaps we shall locate a connection where the lamp can be used.
Good morning, Danny. I'm not saying hi to myself, I'm saying hello to you. In the chat there, I see. Oh, look how beautiful this looks. God damn.
The threads of fate surrounding Fargrave are in turmoil. something significant shall soon occur.
Okay, cool. I'm ready for whatever it is. This guy's already cleared
A
everyone for me.
lingering memory. Use the echo proxy.
Your wanderings are futile, Torbasad. What you seek is here. The loom of the untraveled road. I have no idea what it is, but I am certain it's important.
You can stare at the sealed portal until you go mad, Vargas. I go in search of my missing memories.
A memory of
portal.
Torvasad and Vargas before they recovered what had been forgotten. I almost feel sorry for Ithelia's scions. To exist for millennia, tormented by the sense they were missing something, and could not find their purpose. The loom of the untraveled road. That must be the loom Ithelia spoke of in Miskarkand.
So even before she remembered why, Shield Marshal Vargas was drawn to this place.
Indeed. Clearly the loom of the untraveled road is an apparatus of great importance. Vargas forgot what it was, yet its existence never ceased to gnaw at her. This is where Ithelia's trail has been leading us. We must find a way to follow.
How do we do that?
Perhaps there is something more here than our mortal senses can perceive. In this reality, the archway and mirrors have long since lost their power. But in the many paths, that might not be so. Use the Lamp of Clarity, Proxy.
Still triggers me that she calls me Proxy. Alright, let's use the lamp. Give me clarity.
A
Oh,
dormant
that's-
portal. Proxy, we must find a way to activate it.
I think it's this one. Here we go.
I think the order of the symbols is important, Proxy.
Yeah, it's this one. Then it's that one. Oh, this one's right. Aha, we're onto something. Okay, wait. I don't need your help. I'll figure this out myself. Okay, one sec. By trial and error, I figured out the right mirror. It's definitely this one. Oh my god, I was right. Then it'll be this one. Oh yeah, look at that, beautiful. This is the symbols from the trailer.
Well done. The dormant portal has awakened.
Wow. Being an absolute, like...
I am curious to see the loom of which Ithelia spoke.
Here we
Let
go.
us proceed.
Oh, I failed. Let's use the portal instead. That'll work. I have to step through like this. There we go. You need to update your mouse drivers. How long has it been? Love your guides and walkthroughs. Oh, thank you. Explore the loom. The looming presence. Let's kill this bug. Oh, what's that? I have to physically take it. Harvest it from the mid of the air. Get wrecked, son. I'm too powerful for them.
Is this another isolated section of Fargrave?
It's
Or a
cool.
pocket dimension within the demiplane?
Our prince waits on mortals.
When you have a good lore reason for reusing assets, it's fine. I personally really like Fargrave, especially like I feel like it was underused in the Deadlands
Proxy, look. Another
DLC.
memory. Use the Echo Mirror.
Echo Mirror. Give me the memory.
My loom of the untraveled road fills this place. From its core, I can break the shackles of fate, undo mistakes, unlock possibilities,
Jesus Christ.
create new histories.
No, stop.
Ithelia can use the loom to change history. That is how she will restore what was lost.
It's magnificent. But won't some princes see it as a threat?
A threat. This is a gift. The gift of unconstrained choice. The loom will weave a new story for every being. What they choose to be true. All shall benefit.
Jesus.
A wonderful gift indeed, my prince.
You absolute simp, Torvastad.
Ithelia and Vargas have reached the loom's core. We must reach them before they destroy the reality we know.
Sure, go on, off you go. You know, this is actually very interesting for a few reasons, because obviously I don't know what the story for this DLC will be. Normally you end up like stopping the Daedric Prince and whatnot, but it would be curious if they rewrote some of, like, they could, like, with this narrative, they could literally like retcon some of the Elder Scrolls lore that they don't like, or they could just like be like, oh yeah, you know, Mirrormoor or something, we're just gonna remove him from the game now because, yeah, like we've retconned that because Ithelia, you know, or we could like remove this other Daedric Prince that they didn't like or something because Ithelia. You know, you could do whatever you want really. You could be like, oh yeah, this dragon break that happened that stopped, you know, dragons returning in a lore-friendly way, yeah, that didn't happen because of Ithelia. Like, there's so many things you could do with this narrative. It kind of reminds me of dragon breaks for that reason. So I'm kind of curious, like, are they just going to have, like, the beginning and end to the chapter? Or are they going to say, oh, like, you know, this happened with Ithelia, therefore in the next year's chapter, something really wild's going to happen where they, like, you know, because of what happened in this story with Ithelia messing with time, they're going to bring back something from a past Elder Scrolls game, which we thought we, like, defeated. There'd be, like, such an opportunity to do something like that, right? Like, she's voice acted by Aya from Assassin's Creed. Really? Who is? I hate portals. Good day. Good to see you. Do you have an idea of how long you're going to be online? Probably a few hours. I think at least 2 hours. We're going to finish this storyline, the main story of this DLC. So we're going to be on for a while. Yeah, what do you guys think about that, though? Like, because it definitely, it gives them a lore-friendly way that they've invented to do that kind of stuff. And I don't know how people will feel about it, but hey, man, if you bring back dragons again, I am all up for that. I just think dragons are awesome. Like, dragons shouldn't just be attacking elsewhere. They should be attacking everything.
That great skeleton above is one of the bearers of Fargrave. Ithelia's changing it to its Mirrormoor reflection.
Like, if you look at, like, look at this guy, man. Look how she got absolutely wrecked. You can move out the way, you know, when he charges you. I still think Elsewhere is one of my favorite DLCs. Storylines with, like, the dragon all the way through from, like, the first part of the chapter to the second part, and the dungeons as well. Like, it was so sick battling, like, I can't remember his name, like the massive dragon, and how he'd, like, charge up and gain all the power. It's like, it was just a really cool storyline. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot to draw on with the lore of dragons too, which is cool.
Do you see the arches before us? I think they mark the doorway to the next part of the loom.
Which doorway?
I am not sure how to proceed, and we have no time to wander aimlessly. Perhaps the skein of secrets can show us the way.
Jesus Christ.
Proxy, are you injured?
Yes, that hurt my eyes. I'm blind now.
I am surprised you were not injured, Proxy. Unrolling the skein of secrets appeared to precipitate a reciprocal paroxysm that...
Jesus Christ, mate.
It triggered a backlash, as I am sure you noticed.
I feel like there's a problem with Laramel. I know it's her character, but she genuinely makes me feel dumb when she speaks. Like, I mean, what does this mean? No normal person uses words like this. God forbid you have a language barrier. You wouldn't know what the hell she was on about. Unless you were playing the game, like, I mean, Jesus Christ. Calm down. Something blocked me from using the skein of secrets, Laramel.
Indeed. And whatever caused that also completely drained the skein's power.
Oh, damn.
Perhaps Ithelia protected the loom of the untraveled road against the influences of her rival princes. Or is this some property of the loom itself?
How would she protect it?
I cannot say. Daedric princes are supreme within their own realms. The longer we are delayed, the stronger Ithelia grows. In fact, the next defense we trigger may be more dangerous. I do not think it would be wise to use Abolisher here.
I'd love to see a purely sanguine DLC. Oh, dude, that would be dope. Actually, good shout. Dark Hearts of Skyrim was... I enjoyed it because it was just vampires. I didn't think... The story, like, there was, like, this one moment in the story which I found very cringe, but also quite funny. But, I really enjoyed the vampires. And all the vampire bosses was sick as well. But, yeah, vampires... I mean, you can't mess up vampires, really, can you? That said, we'll see how Bloodlines, the vampire game, comes out, because that's been like development hell for years. I saw that at Gamescom, and now they've revealed a trailer, and I just don't really think much has changed. So I'm kind of curious how that's going to be. I just think they should have done, like, you know, a vampire roleplay game, like the first game. That would have been better. What should we do now?
I have witnessed enough of Ithelia's realm to feel the power flowing through it. I believe I can use my portal magic to proceed deeper into the Loom.
That's good.
Perhaps even reach its core. As long as Ithelia does not sense our approach, we should be fine.
She's immediately going to spot us, and then we'll have to battle her in unarmed combat.
Hurry now. The portal I opened should carry...
See ya.
Ithelia does not wish to be disturbed.
Mate, you put me in a boss
Rot
fight.
in the very prison that held her for all those eons.
Vargas diverted my portal. She trapped us in Ithelia's prison. I see a memory. Use the Echo Near.
Mate, she put me straight in the throne room. What is this?
This is how it must be, Ithelia. For the sake of reality, you cannot walk free.
You cannot contain me forevermore. In time, I will escape this cell.
No fate that I foresee results in your freedom. I am sorry, Ithelia, but I do this to preserve reality.
Hermaeus Mora could not predict what he could not perceive. Ithelia's scions, the unseen. Come, we must find a way to escape.
How do we get out of here? Ah,
I sense something. The lamp still functions, and it revealed a path.
oh,
We
nice.
should
That's
follow
cool.
its guidance.
It's like a mirror maze. Where's the next exit? We can just hop over this bit. You can't trap me.
Is that Fargrave? These ruined mirrors look into
Chill out, bro, I'll
different
save
worlds.
you.
Shard Marshal Vargas sent us
There may be doors to the
somewhere. The Fargrave we were exploring faded away. I suddenly found myself in another version of our reality. A
Damn.
mirror world. Dark and empty, full of soul-crushing dread. Like an iron fist around my heart.
Are you okay, bro? Can you describe it more for me?
I don't know how else to explain it. Whatever part of the many paths I was hurled into, it was a dark reflection of our reality. Timeless, empty. Not a world made of mirrors, but the world you see in a mirror. Am I making any sense?
You mean the Princess of the Dark Hearts of Skyrim, Elliot? I don't know if they do that, though. I've followed you for years and enjoyed your content. I'm the older gamer in my 6th decade. Hell yeah. Cut my teeth on playing Tomb Raider with my first son decades ago. Oh, damn, that's an awesome childhood. For your son, obviously. You were already an old man. I'm grateful for your channel. Oh, well, I'm glad. Where's Tribune Alea? She's probably dead.
I don't know. I never saw her after Vargas cast a spell. She might have been in the world I was trapped in, or she could be anywhere. On the other side, mirrors are like windows. You can see through them, but that's all. I waited here and hoped.
Could we escape this prison through the many paths?
These were the only mirrors I found. I couldn't pass through until you used the lamp. I'm not sure there's a way out of the many paths without some sort of help. Let's stay in this reality, friend. I think we can reach the end of the maze from here.
If there is no escape by the road Baragon followed, we must continue on. Lead the way, Proxy.
Stop stating the obvious. Oh! Look out.
Proceed, Proxy.
We've got to get out of the mirror maze. And who is it? Is it our friend? Yes, it is.
Can you hear me?
I'm going to leave her trapped in there forever. Here she is.
I thought I was never going to get out of there.
She still looks angry at me.
When Vargas attacked, I saw a flash of light and suddenly I was somewhere else. It looked sort of like Fargrave, but everyone was gone, including Baragon. I wandered until I found those mirrors.
Thanks for getting me out, comrade. No problem, bro. Now let's portal ourselves out of this place.
Good work. We must try abolisher.
We must try abolisher. I know. We've done that like 30 times.
All the divines is that thing.
God
A
damn.
Daedric apparatus. We must find our way to the Loom's core and destroy that infernal machine.
I see Ithelia, Shard Marshal Vargas, and Torvasar down there.
What are we waiting for then?
It's gonna be a hell of a boss fight.
Let's finish this.
Oh damn, look at these skeletons around the top as well. Who are these guys meant to be? How interesting. Must be a lore reason for these skeletons, right? Oh my god. Look at that, it's a long way down. This is a sick arena. Let's fight our way in, battle brothers.
Now I can undo my long imprisonment. Make it so I was never forgotten. I can find a path from which the princes and I
Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
I shall weave it into this reality.
My god. Sounds like a toxic ex-girlfriend or something. You'll never forget me. Ha ha ha! Die. Is the Elder Scrolls Online good? I've never played it. So it's very different to the single-player Elder Scrolls Online game. But I personally really enjoy the storyline each year. But beyond that, I mean, there's so much stuff to do. It's really hard for me to cover. There's been so many chapters too. So like, you know, if you buy the latest chapter, you get all the other content. And I mean, you know, each main story takes you about 8 hours to finish. And then you've got like all the side quests that are located around the map. And this is only part 1 of the chapter. There'll be another zone of the map added in part 2 with another storyline to go with it. And then you have like, there's just so much content. It's so hard to go over in one video. I'd love to make a video going over everything for you though, because it is a good question, but it's just so hard to answer. I would say there's definitely something for everyone in this game.
Let fate renew your vigor.
Whether you like single-player content, PvP.
Ithelia has not yet activated the Loom. We can still intervene.
She's telling me to hurry up. Is that the problem? Direct. Boom. Die.
Feel the current of fate flow through.
Big damage. Is it still alive? No, it's dead. Great. What are those snakes in the new skill line? What snakes? Do you mean the champion point system? Or something else? I haven't actually looked at the... You can now like customize your skills and like morph them with different abilities. But I've not actually looked into how this works yet. It's called Scribing. It's just over here. Like elemental explosion. You can add these onto your weapon. Shield throw, vault. That's interesting. Traversing knife. So they kind of give you options. Oh, some of them are locked with guilds and alliance war. So they're probably gonna have to do other content as well to unlock some of this stuff, which is cool. Torchbearer. Yeah, just like, so there's some characters who don't have like stuns, for example, and like having this kind of system will add a stun into like your PvP warden build, which is pretty useful because you kind of lack that on your build. So I think it's going to make it pretty unique when it comes to build customization, but I've not explored it yet. This is a hell of a boss fight. You ready? It looks like a boss fight.
Now, give them no quarter.
Watch out! The Shard Marshal's waiting for us.
Defeat Shard Marshal Vargas so we can reach the Loom.
Vargas is shielded, friend! Use Abolisher to destroy the portals!
Oh, is that what I should do? Okay. Thank God you were here. Let's go and farm some Daedra. Boom. Get wrecked. I'm farming them, boys. Die. Is that portal done? I think it is. This one's only getting more powerful. Oh, she's actually summoned the horses in the right place. Let's go. Why is there a fire atronach? Who summoned that? You shouldn't be here. Ah. Hold right trigger to block. Yes, thank you. We've only angered the beast. We've done our daily endeavor. Oh my god, I did like 30% of her health.
I do this for you. Vargas, protect the Loom!
We just sent her immediately back into a little shield. We're too powerful. Die. This is a cool boss fight. I like the mechanics. Big fan. These like mirrored creatures are kind of creepy. Get wrecked up. I like that the DLC is visually different from what's come before. Yeah, I always appreciate that too. They always seem to have like a new art style direction, and it kind of makes it feel like you're visiting this new area that you haven't experienced before, which is kind of impressive when you consider how many DLCs they had for the game. And also the fact they add like a new mechanic each time. Though I will say I've not even tried the... What is that? The Eye of Sauron. What the hell? Oh my god. Look at this. That is sick. It's huge. Give it a stabby stabby. Oh. Doesn't know where I am. Ah, surprise. I wish there was like a hard mode for all the story boss battles. I think that would be really cool. You could replay all the boss battles you've done, but in like really hard mode.
The currents of fate shall revitalize.
No! Wait. I can set this right.
Now, Proxy, use Abolisher to destroy the Loom.
She's now called Mirrormoor the Wise. Oh no, that was Mirrormoor, not So is this the Loom then? Torvasar looks like he's having a terrible time over there. Here we go. Oh, sick. Oh my god.
My Loom!
Oh, she's pissed.
Terrible power!
Oh my god.
Is destroyed, my prince. We must leave this place.
I am the last tomorrow. The Unweaver. I am filled with the power of the many paths. Come, Torvasar, away!
You did it, friend.
But what's happening to Ithelia?
I think we just ended the
Ithelia has
world, bro.
become something else.
Abolisher is depleted,
Angry.
but it did its job. The Loom has been destroyed. I shall open an exit. Let us leave this place.
The portal to Skingrad, okay. Let's go home. That was an epic boss fight, man. Holy crap. The Phantom Horses reminds me of the horse Elrond releases in Lord of the Rings. Oh, yeah. In the river. Yeah. And well done that you know it was Elrond. Pretty cool. The Eye of Sauron Phantom Horses. Where's the Ring of Power come in? Alright, let's go upstairs. Speak with the crew.
Good to see you, comrade. Baragon's waiting for you in the relic room.
Cool. Is that a mammoth? Oh my god.
Hello, friend. Put the relics in the case, please. They may be powerless now, but we shouldn't forget the part they played in all this.
You're just collecting all of our relics that we've been going around getting. I'm trying to think. I don't know if this is like from some other storyline, but is there any relics we recognize in here? He's got human skulls. Well, I guess they're interesting to him. That's an ebony axe. What else do we have? There's a bookshelf. Oh, he's collecting different coins with different emperors on. And there's a bell. He's got the silverware in there. And some kind of bow. And why have you got a machete and arrow? Alright, let's put these in your case, because I want this in my own house,
I'm not sure I want to keep those in my house forever. But that's good for now. Let's talk.
Dude, I want this room in my house. This is the coolest room ever. You've got like all these relics. We have so many relics that we've collected. It'd be great to display.
I know losing the use of the relics is bad, but at least we destroyed the Loom and stopped Ithelia from changing our reality. You know, I can't even conceive of what that actually means. But now that we're back in West Weald, on to local matters.
The Elder Scrolls 6 is based after the events of the Elder Scrolls Online, so I don't think the timelines already mix in. I don't think there's something that happens in the Elder Scrolls Online that will really change what happens in the Elder Scrolls 6. It would be kind of crazy if Ithelia was added to the Elder Scrolls 6, though. And maybe it would be cool if, like, there was already conversations happen between, like, I don't know, Emil, Todd, and the Elder Scrolls Online team. They're like, hey, we're going to add this Daedric Prince. Do you think you can make a story around that for Elder Scrolls Online? And they're like, yeah, cool. Or the other way around. Like, that would be cool. I'd love to see Ithelia exist. But actually, no. Would that make sense? Because it wouldn't make sense, because Ithelia would have to disappear again at the end of this chapter in order for there to be continuity. Unless there was a storyline around Ithelia regaining her power again later. Because obviously we never heard of this Daedric Prince in Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and the Elder Scrolls 6. So there's kind of like this story around her that she can come back at any time, but when she does, she ruins the paths of reality. Which is cool, but you kind of have to like summon her, then destroy her to maintain the continuity. Otherwise you wouldn't, like, otherwise she'd have to be in future Elder Scrolls games, because the Elder Scrolls Online is based at the start of the timeline almost. So, what's this about local matters?
I convinced Count Calantius and Greenspeaker Derelith to sit down and talk. They're finally ready to discuss stabilizing relations between Skingrad and Vashabar. I offered my home as a private venue for their meeting. They also want to speak to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised, considering they were trying to take Skingrad before, but now he wants to talk. Why would they want to talk to me, though?
Don't look so surprised. You're a hero!
Again.
You brought down Nantharion and defeated Shard Marshal Vargas. Yes, there are Recollection and Shard-born stragglers to deal with, but you earned the trust of both Wood Elves and Colovians through your actions.
Probably in the second part of this DLC, which will come out later this year, we'll have to defeat, or is it early next year, sorry. We'll have to find out what happened to Ithelia when she regained all this power, and we'll have to battle Torvastad. Alright, I'll counter Calantius and groundskeeper Daelof.
They're waiting for you out in the hall. I don't know what exactly they want to talk about, but it probably wouldn't hurt to remind them that friends make better neighbors than enemies.
Cool. The hell happened to this guy? Where's your face, brother? Oh, okay. You're having a meeting with a giant piece of cheese. That's a hell of a cheese board, man. Jesus.
Traveller, we hope to see you here. I'm told you killed King Nantharion beneath Vashabar's very roots. I know he had to be stopped, yet the tragedy will haunt me.
Oh, not
he
very
started
grateful.
with a great vision before he wandered onto dark paths.
No, he just deceived you. Are you the leader of Vashabar now?
Vashabar is done with kings, but I can speak for the people of Dawnwood. It falls to me to make good on the obligation Nantharion left us. We must try to make amends for the damage he inflicted on West Weald.
How are you going to do that?
You and Tribune Leia showed us what's possible when we accept a little help. We can't give back what Nantharion has taken, but we can promise to be good neighbours going forward. And we will not advance beyond Dawnwood. That is all we need.
Okay, that's cool. I really enjoyed the Wood Elf storyline in this story. It was unexpectedly good. We got to see like some really cool Wood Elf power in terms of like what the forest can do and what they can do with it. What about the Wildburn Seed?
If we find any more Wildburn seeds, we will destroy them. As for the area of devastation, our Greenspeakers shall attempt to repair the damage and restore the land. It will take time, but nature will heal. It always does.
Isn't it against the Green Pact to destroy any kind of plant, though? Oh well.
Tribune Leia has spoken at length about you and enthralled me with tales of your exploits on behalf of West Weald. And to think you're not even a native of Skingrad or Vashabar. I hope it isn't too late for us to learn something from your example.
Yeah, if you go back to the first initial zones in this game, you can tell the difference with the quality of armor, for sure. Why is it too late?
It will not be easy to overcome the distrust the recollection sowed between Colovians and Wood Elves.
There's a lot of
But thanks to your valiant defense of West Weald, I think I can convince my people to see the opportunities here, not just the threats.
So, you want the Wood Elves of Vashabar to stay?
For my part, yes. Of course, I must persuade some nobles and landowners to part with abandoned estates they can no longer return to. But I want to see the new forest held by allies of Skingrad, not left empty to be overrun by monsters and outlaws.
So, a smart man. What happens next?
I spend a lot of coin to buy land. And with that land, I secure a treaty of cooperation with our new neighbors. I thank you, hero.
Sounds
you aided
terrible
West
for him.
Weald in our time of need. Wherever your journey leads next, Skingrad is forever in your debt.
We need to go to the pub and
Nantharion
celebrate.
betrayed all we hold sacred, Count Calantius. And he has paid for his crimes with his life.
I want no war with Vashabar, but Nantharion left Ostamir in ruins and killed our people.
We cannot return Dawnwood to the seed it sprang from, but we too seek peace. We shall do everything we can to prove ourselves friends and allies to the Weald.
Cool.
Through all we faced, it wasn't until I was lost in the many paths that I realized the true danger to the Weald. I think you saved everything when you destroyed the Loom of the untraveled road.
Did we though?
Of course, Ithelia is still out there.
She's more angry than ever. And Torvastad, but did you see how Ithelia transformed when she absorbed the power of the Loom?
That's tomorrow's problem, friend. You stopped the recollection, and you held back the forces of Mirrormoor. The people of West Weald can handle what's left of Ithelia's servants. We're free to find our own way forward now.
For now.
Thanks to you.
Oh, we got the Echolor Fragment Memento. That's cool. Oh, and one of the parts of the decks of Alicia's deck. I still need to try out this deck thing. I really want to get into Magic the Gathering, though, I think. Life's Reflection? Elder Scrolls and Magic the Gathering collab. That would send me. I would have to unbox everything so I had the whole collection of all the artwork. Life Reflection. Add 124 weapon spell damage. Oh yeah, 200%. Okay, so this is the weird healing thing that I don't think is very good. Thanks.
I know the history of our world is far from perfect, but I'm glad we stopped Ithelia from changing everything that happened since the time of the Aelids. Not even a Daedric Prince could get that right, I think. Anyway, we've earned a rest.
What's next for you, Baragon?
You know, it's funny. Not very long ago, I would have told you all I wanted was to deal with the threat of the recollection, and then retire from adventuring again. Go back to my books and scrolls, enjoy the peace and quiet.
You got a different answer now?
I like being unretired. I think I was getting too comfortable puttering around in this great big house. After our recent adventures together, I'm ready for a few more. Little ones, anyway. And preferably not too dangerous.
So you enjoyed being trapped in the abyss recently. Speaking of adventures, I meant to ask you what happened to the Ninglnir... happened at Ninglnir Pass.
Oh, right. Nantharian told you I was called Baragon Sharpdagger, the hero of Ninglnir Pass. Look, I happened to be in the right place at the right time. I helped save some wood elves caught between bandits and a rampaging lurcher. No big deal.
Pretty cool.
I don't think we're done with Ithelia, comrades.
No.
I think Ithelia has other concerns, which may become our problem later. For now, let's enjoy our victory.
So... yeah, so we've done that main quest. The main quest. Obviously, there's loads of side quests to do as well, which is pretty cool. Let's quickly speak to...
We
Looks
shared
so
some
angry all the
strange
time.
adventures.
We did. Is this his bedroom? Oh, there's a balcony? Let's go and check out the balcony. Why has he got loads of bricks in front of his bed? He's doing some pounding in there. Oh, sick. This balcony's dope. Oh, mate, this is cool. I love Skin Ground as well. Like, what they did with this city is amazing. I'm updating ESO, and it shows I'm doing 0 kilobytes per second, but the percentage is going up. Hey, man, if the percentage is going up, something's working, so just sit with it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, so I really enjoyed part 1 of the story. I'm excited for part 2. I felt like part 1 had more of a climatic ending compared to like the last chapter where I felt like the part 1 of it, just the ending wasn't that climatic. So this is better. I feel like they need to have like one sort of big epiphany boss battle, and they did. And now there's going to be obviously a second one with Ithelia, which I'm excited to experience in the future. So we'll probably live stream that when it comes out. Don't actually know when it comes out, but thank you so much for watching, guys. I honestly didn't know we'd be done so quick, but I hope you guys enjoyed the final boss fight with Ithelia. Let me know what you guys think of the new Daedric Prince, and what your thoughts are going forward. And I will see you guys in the next live stream. Don't know when we'll live stream Skyrim. Someone asked. It will be at some point, but I've got a lot on my plate over the next few weeks as I'm moving country, so going to be a bit in and out of the office for me, but I'll live stream when I can. So we might be able to do some content in between. Let's actually quickly see. What's this notification? Mementos. I want to use this memento. Oh, it's this. Okay, cool. It's for the memories. Very nice. Very Himeris Mora. Well, it's the end of the Storyline DLC, and I like to keep these stories kind of condensed in the Let's Play for people who want to watch them. And then I usually do some like random streams in between sometimes. But thanks so much for joining. And yeah, sorry it is over so soon. Kind of wanted to carry on going. But I'll see you guys in the next stream.